Hey everyone, Andrew here with ACR Protect. Thanks for stopping by. Well, it's Friday. We made it to the weekend. Even though it was a short week, it still seemed like a long week. Do you see this? It's testament to the long week. I've got bags under my eyes. Like, oh my God, they're even worse in this lighting. I look like a fucking wombat. Did get my ears lowered tonight. Why do you always feel better after a haircut? I don't know. So I had this said before I was in the Coast Guard, right? So first unit underway had this BM1, and he'd always say, you should never need a haircut. You should always have a haircut. For the longest time, I thought he was just kind of being a dick, but he's got a point. Especially in the service, it's supposed to be looking sharp and everything. He's right. Underway, we did have a barber, believe it or not. We had a couple folks that went to like the Navy barber school. It's pretty cool, things you don't think about, when you're out at sea for months at a time. So just reminiscing there. Something about a haircut is always nice. Cocktail hour. Kind of a simple one. New to the channel, but kind of a classic. Ready for this? I guarantee you're not ready for this. I guarantee it. When I do this, you're gonna be like, "What the?" All right, ready? Lone Star Original. There's some folks out there that are probably like, what? He's always doing craft beer and all this stuff. I am. But you know what? Got to give credit where credit's due. And it's just, I don't know. We've had it before. It's just a good beer. It's not new to me. Right there. A lot of head, shitty pour. I didn't even put it on camera there. Lone Star's I was trying to find it on the can and I couldn't find it. It's either 4.2 or 4.5 alcohol by volume. It is a Texas beer. It's just like an American style lager. That's it. It's nothing fancy. Just a beer. Sometimes that's just what you want, right? To a certain extent, I do think it has a little more flavor than some of the others out there, but not terribly expensive. I don't know if you can get it out of state. If anyone's out of state, any of our neighbors here, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Louisiana, any of y'all that watch this channel, let me know if you can get out of state. I don't know if you can, to be honest with you. I really don't know. But it's just a regular beer, kind of. Just the kind of that yeasty smell of just a traditional beer, just a golden beer. Now, so I'm not necessarily a fan of light beer, Bud Light, Miller Light, Shiner Light. Yeah, I just I don't know. Hey, you know what? If you're same with like Michelob Ultra. I know some people really like it. I'm not gonna knock you. I just think it tastes like crap. That and Corona Premier, horrible. They're just gross. They're just gross. I'd rather drink a Bud Light or a Coors Light or something like that. But as far as light beer, if you're trying to count your calories or whatever, I get it. But if you're trying to drink alcohol and count calories, really, like, I say just enjoy it. Maybe just have less. I don't know. Of course, I was a youngster at one point in time and drank stuff. Not typically that, but whatever. So, all right, again, it's just a good smelling beer. So, let's get in on this, right? Cheers to you and your families. I don't know what just happened with my lights there. That's strange. All right, you're interrupting shit, ghosts or whatever. Cheers to you and your families. Happy Friday. Hope you had a good week. Hope you have a better weekend. Let's get in on this. It's good. It's one of those that just goes down easy, So a lot of the times I like a beer with just a lot of stuff, these crazy stouts and porters that have all the different flavors and raspberries and chocolate or coffee or whatever. The IPAs I've been having, a lot of the citrus notes and stuff. Sometimes you just want beer. That's it, it's a good color. If I was trying to compare it to something, so I don't think it tastes like, kind of the standards of the Budweisers, the Millers and stuff like that. It has a different taste, but as far as it's more familiar to those, if that makes sense. Just, it'd be more of a familiar beer, but it definitely has a different taste. Because I'll tell you right now, I can taste the difference between Coors, Bud Light, and Miller Light, or I'm sorry, Coors, Miller, and Budweiser. I think they have a different taste. They all do it, and they do because you have diehard fans of each of them. It's just what people drink. Just whatever you enjoy there. Like I've said in the past, life's too short to drink lousy beer. Well, it doesn't mean lousy. Lousy beer doesn't constitute cheap or generalized beer. Just be happy. Life's too short. Don't be miserable. But I also think you should try new stuff, right? I'm telling you, was anybody watching this ready for this? No. You're a damn liar if you thought I was going to pull this out. No. You know what you'll never see? You saw it once. But you'll never see a seltzer. No. At one time I joked about it in a video a year or more ago. When I was doing it, when I was doing them combined, like I was talking about stuff, and yeah, I can't stand seltzer. No, not my thing. I just gross. I don't know. Those are but it has a following. It has a crowd. Some of y'all just love it. I don't think y'all per se watching me, but y'all, there's folks out there that drink it. They can have it. I'm not going to get into your market. Sorry, it's all you. That's just a good beer. It's just beer, right? Just a beer. So I do have to work tomorrow. It's always disappointing working on Saturday. It's like, hey, you had a 3-day weekend, but we're gonna fuck you next week and make you work Saturday. Sorry, I gotta go to a client site and get some shit in order. Hopefully it doesn't take too long. Come back and enjoy the rest of my weekend. Probably barbecue. So I'm not even really, at least with my teams, I'm not even hiding what happens when I'm at home, especially some of the evening calls, and meetings and stuff, the joys of management. I don't even hide what I do anymore. Nope. Now, there's a trick, future now with all these, Zoom and Teams and whatever else. So what you can do when you gotta be stuck on those meetings, this is just Andrew talking to you. Maybe don't do a coffee cup that says Bulleit Bourbon on it, but just a regular coffee cup. If you put your whiskey or bourbon in there, and just like, you're on camera, just before you take your sip, it just looks like coffee or tea, whatever. Something to think about, little nugget for you there. So yeah, this actually is Bulleit. Grab that from over here, right there. So so the reason I've had Bulleit before. Had a bottle of the rye, which is good. I kind of like rye whiskeys, but it had been so long since I just had the regular, and so they had a deal where it was the bottle and the cup, like 25 bucks, maybe like 24 and some change. That's a deal. I like Bulleit. It's it's good stuff. And then cup. So like I'm literally just keeping this in my office. I just rinse it out and keep it up here. This is one, again, there's no ice cube in here. I'm just kind of sipping on it. As far as like the flavor profile with Bulleit, it's kind of that in between as far as bite or burn, as some people like to say. I find it to be pretty smooth, but with just a little bit of bite, not obnoxious, but tasty. I think it's good. Like I said before, I don't mix my stuff anymore. I just, put it on some ice or whatever. I really don't drink soda. So, I know there's some people, man, they're all about their soda, their Diet Dr. Pepper or whatever. Like, hey, that's your thing. I just, I think I've said in the past, the older you get, wherever you can make your cutbacks on stuff to be a little bit healthier, whatever. Take the victories where you can. For me, it's easy. I just don't drink soda. We still buy it. We still have it in the house. I just really don't have a desire for it. On occasion, I may make a Jack and Coke, but it's been some time. Like, I have Jack Daniels down there, just and I think that taste profile is good, but I just don't really drink soda, so I'll just drink Jack. I'm weird like that. I think as you get older, you just find you find those little victories, kind of like fitness. You get. I think it's important. You should stay in shape. Like me personally, I row every day, and you're like, there's no way your fat ass rows every day. I do. I row every day. It's easy. You know what I do? I put on a YouTube video. I sit there and row for 30, sometimes 40 minutes or whatever, and row. It's a good workout, full body workout. I do it in my house. It's the rowing machine's like literally right over there, But I think as you get older, finding the physical activity, like, so if you're training and trying to be, you know, like an athlete, or you're training for preparedness or whatever, that's a whole nother game, right? Like that's a different type of training. That's the running and the you know, PT and lifting and rucking and all that stuff. And hey, you know, like there's nothing wrong with that. But if you're just trying to stay just like fit, you know, and healthy, and, you know, trying to keep the doctor off your ass or whatever, I think it's a matter of finding things you enjoy to do and doing those. For example, one of my brothers played basketball in high school. He's a great basketball player. Played basketball in college. And he still does. Like, he still does that. He does like leagues and stuff like that. So that's a good sport, running and, you know, cardio and everything else. And he does other stuff, but I'm saying, like, that's one of those things. If you were a track person, you like running, like that, do that. Or you know, volleyball or tennis, or, you know, any of that stuff. You know, I do a couple things. You know, and again, I am no poster child of health as we sit here and drink beer and whiskey, but things I like to do, I row every day. I do enjoy lifting. I just don't have a whole lot of room for the equipment, so I have kettlebells, and I do like some circuit training with kettlebells. You can get a good workout with those. Like, you don't need goo gobs of weight. Like, you should if you want to, but I just have a couple different variety of sizes, and I do that. Walk the dogs. You know, I'll throw a pack on and walk. You know, I have a couple different size packs and a variety of weights, and so I'll do that. And you know, just walk around the neighborhood. You kind of look like a weirdo, but I do it a lot when I mow. I have a big yard, and I do it for mowing, weed eating, you know, sweeping, all that stuff. And the other thing is, I have a heavy bag, and I do some, you know, some boxing, you know, stuff like that. And I'm not some professional fighter or anything, but, you know, I enjoy that. Like, I feel good. It's a good workout doing like 2-minute drills and stuff like that. And I'm telling you, that's a good way to figure out where your fitness levels are. Go hit a heavy bag for a minute or two and see how you feel afterwards. You're probably gonna be whooped, regardless of the shape you're in. When you're constantly, you know, going after it, it wears you out. So, you know, again, I'm no poster child of health by any means, but hey, you know, we should all try to be healthier as I drink beer. And as I drink some whiskey. You know what's weird about this cup? I actually, because it's kind of like a coffee cup-esque, your mind's a weird thing. Like, as it comes up, I keep thinking it's gonna be hot, even though I know there's nothing hot in there. Well, yeah, no, that's those little victories, you know, take them where you can get them. That's it, you know. You want to be around longer for your family, your kids, and stuff like that. So that's it. All right, little nuggets of wisdom from an old man. Yeah, not that old, but old enough, right? So that's it. This was supposed to be a short video. In fact, I thought about just doing literally like a short. And I get rambling, running my mouth about stuff, and I don't know, venting a little bit, maybe. No, Harry, quit your belly aching. He's literally like right under the desk here, hanging out. So, yeah, I'm talking about you, bro. Stella's outside being crazy. Good girl though, love her to death. Got some new beers. Picked up some new beers today. Gonna be looking at those this weekend. I would be mowing tomorrow after I got off work, but we had this fucking storm today, like out of nowhere. Like, I worked from home today, and just began. Well, I got up, started working, and then like the calls came in, and then the storm came in, and I was like, at this point, I'm just not going in. Plus, I was there till like 8 or 9 o'clock last night. I think I deserve this, especially since I gotta fucking work tomorrow. I go all the way across town too. That's some bullshit. As soon as I saw the address, you know, someone throws some shit on your calendar. I look and I'm like, you know, that it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. The fuck? Things we do, right? But yeah, that's kind of my AOR. My AOR is on the other side of town, work-wise. I live on another side of town, so it's kind of nice, like when you're home, if that makes any sense. I don't know. 20 minutes and 33, 34. Cheers to you and your families. Have a great weekend. I appreciate your views and support. I enjoy connecting in the comments. I always say that. It's true, though. Y'all take care. We'll catch you later. We'll see you.